Welcome to Head Noise, a place to be vulnerable, open, and yourself. Make sure to join in as we are live as we chat with our guests who are here to share their experiences and wisdom. And this, after all, is content we hope will help you. Without further ado, please welcome your host, Philip.
Hello. It is another Head Noise mental health podcast with me, your host, Phil Parker. And of course, because of my camera now, hold on a second. I'm going to fix this so I'm not like having to do this stuff all the time. It is another Head Noise and I have amazing guests, but we're graced again because I know Roxanne has just had crazy schedule conflicts. And she's made it to this one. So Roxanne, welcome to the show again. My resident guest. She's like the resident guest that we always like to have on because she brings reality home for us here at the show. But the star of the show this evening is Melissa Parent. She is amazing. I've spoken to her. I've read her bio. I've gone on her website. And honestly, everything, the website is scrolling along the bottom. But Melissa, welcome to the show. And I'm going to ask you, I'm really put you on the spot and have you tell the people that are watching everything about what you do.
Aloha. Yeah. So the skinny of it is I'm a combat veteran. I'm an international best-selling author, a transformational life mentor, a multidimensional healer that I really help people break free from their patterns, their stories, their beliefs that keep them stuck. I have a master's in professional clinical counseling, but I also have deep roots in energy work. So I am able to bridge the worlds of clinical psychology along with intuitive healing to really customize a holistic experience for each client.
I'm amazing.
Well,
first of all, thank you for your service. First of all,
yeah.
I know that is often the forgotten about these days, and that is something that I always want to recognize. I'm Irish, and I can tell you right now that it is a huge deal for me that someone would give up their lives for their country, because Ireland is just like, what do we give up? We give up drink on Lent, but I don't think we don't really have any reason to go to the army or do any of that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like we're that, but you guys are amazing, and I really appreciate what you do. I'm making her laugh already. But Melissa, your bio is just phenomenal. Like going through what you do. I mean, there's a lot of, I would say, mental health professionals out there. But what you do is very unique. And I really want to just really hammer home that piece that you do, because it's just so very unique. And
thank you.
So tell me a little bit about the real secret sauce that you offer that is different to what I would say would be found elsewhere.
I went into mental health because I fucking hate traditional therapy. I would say it's ironic that I become a therapist and a coach because I disliked it. But truly, I realized as a veteran, what they were doing to help us wasn't fucking working.
Right.
And in so many ways, we were just perpetuating the wounding. And so in my own healing journey, I tried it all. No joke, I fucking tried it all. And I learned that you need it all, but it
100%.
It evolves, so you may work with one healing modality at the beginning and you get through things and you make beautiful progress, but then it stops working. And it's not necessarily that anything's wrong with you. It's not that there's anything wrong with that healing modality. It's that it doesn't fit anymore. And so then we get to transition to the next one and then to the next one. And through my own healing journey, I've picked up energy healing, whether it's Reiki, sound healing, channeling, we go the woo spiritual side.
Wow.
And then I also learned plant medicine. So working with psychedelics and going that route.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. So I used to work at a health and wellness spa, and they used to do Reiki and sound baths all the time. And I never understood it because I'm stuck in my own bubble. So I really didn't understand the benefits of it. And then I went one day and I was like, oh my, Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, isn't
Especially
it
when you're a
juicy?
person who's going through so many like
Yeah.
different, like you said, different therapies, different medications. Like, it's certain like just not normal, but just not medicated things that kind of really can channel through people that we don't realize because they don't offer it. It's like people just automatically offer, well, let's just put you on this.
Yep.
Right, exactly. I say this every time I have a guest on. I feel like the mental health industry is go take this pill.
Yes. 100.
And I detest that side of it.
Yes.
I think the biggest point for everyone that I make is, yes, it's fine to be on pills. I'm on them myself.
Yep.
I'm going to be completely honest. But when you're dependent on them so heavily that when you're without them, it's debilitating.
Yes.
It means that like over a long period of time, you haven't made any steps towards that growth and healing. That essentially that pills are like stabilizers when you're learning a bike, right? You have them on and you're trying to just learn how to ride a bike again and be normal and be centered. And yeah, I mean, I just feel like we've lost that concept. And by the way, thank you for starting off the show with profanities. We're kicking it in right now. We're kicking it in right now. Yeah, fuck it. Here we go.
I just wanted somebody
Now
else to
it's
do it
in.
before I did.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm
no,
so glad.
There is no filter here.
No, it's unscripted. This is what we're doing. Also, I did forget to mention my email is on the top. If anyone has any questions or wants to connect with previous guests or wants to feature themselves, like if you're a professional and you feel like you want to give back, please email. Also, this is my cell phone number. It's dangerous. I know I'm putting it out there right now. But this is my cell phone number, and you can text me and even text into the show if you're not near social media or anything of that nature. And now that's over, I'm going to change it to this. Join in, chat, comment, do what you want. This is for you. We're going to talk about everything. There is no holds barred. So as you've already discovered from Melissa's opening and being so exuberant about how she feels about the mental health industry.
For her.
No offense to anyone that's in the industry. I speak to so many people that are in the industry and they know it's broken. Yeah. But I think everyone joins with the right, I would say the right idea. And I think it's the industry that's failing, not necessarily the people that are in it always. And I do want to acknowledge that because I myself have seen therapists that are just fantastic people. But again, they acknowledge that, it's a broken industry. And this is why we're doing what we're doing. That all said, now I'm taking the tape off. We can go again.
Listen, I have had my fair share of therapists. And can I just speak on something?
Yes, go for it. Why are you asking me? It's unscripted. You can say what you want. You can say what you want.
I don't know. We do this all the time.
Yes.
No, okay, so I had this one therapist. This was 7 years ago, maybe. I don't even remember the name, but I won't put it out there anyways. But I remember he told me, he was like, yes, the reason why your parents don't like you is because you're brown skin and they're light skin. I'm like, wait a second. I'm coming here to talk to you about issues within myself. And you're telling me that the reason why I have these issues is because my parents don't like me. Like that.
Yeah.
So then I got very I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. That was too much. So went years to get my therapist.
And so I say this to everyone, right? You know that barista that you hate whenever you go to Starbucks and they hate life and they're just working there and they shouldn't be working there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just like that is a profession, mental health is a profession. And some people didn't get in it for the same reasons that the amazing Melissa over here got into it. Okay. And that is the God's honest truth. People, when you go into college, you're presented with options. Hey, here's how to be successful. Here's how to be amazing. Here's how to make money. And some people just look at it and they go, cool, I'll do this. It sounds like I can talk to people and tell them what to do and make them feel good. That's cool. I can do that all day. So they're just like everything else, whatever's a profession, it's a job. And I can tell you right now, there's jobs that I did that I shouldn't have been doing. So I always try and lead with a bit of grace. There's some people that shouldn't be doing what they're doing, and in that instance, they failed you. But I'm glad that you came out of that and saw someone that you actually liked.
I mean, everybody's not the same person. So once you kind of get past that like little obstacle of people who are not there for the right reasons, then you kind of go off and you really just kind of find your grounded, like the
Right.
people who really do care.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And clearly Melissa cares because I absorb energy. Like I just feel it. So
Right.
I love
Right.
everybody.
So getting into really what, Melissa, you do, the secret sauce that you do is very, very interesting. Like you're talking about using psychedelics and modalities that really, let's be honest, until recently have been shunned and thought of as narcotics and things that we shouldn't be doing. So tell me a little bit about that and tell me what you're really looking for to kind of to go into that, because a lot of people hear this and they go, well, see, I told you smoking weed was good for me. It's like, no, that's not what we're talking about. Like,
no. So what, like, psychedelics is one minor aspect of what I do. And so the clients that I work with virtually, there rarely is not psychedelic work involved. I may or may not help them with like a microdosing schedule.
Right.
But to actually hold space for psychedelics, I do that in person. And a big thing that I tell people is it's not necessarily the substance that's being utilized, we'll say psilocybin, it is your relationship with it and your intention. And so I'm very mindful of what language do we use. And so instead of calling it like a trip, you know, if we're using psilocybin, I call it a journey, because trip is quite frequently associated with the party culture. Let's pop a mushroom, listen to music and trip. Like, nope, we are going into a mindful journey to heal, to release your trauma, to repattern, to break the narrative that's limiting you. And so it's like, okay, we're coming in. This is our goal. This is where we're at. And this is how we're going to proceed.
Right.
Now, with my virtual clients where we don't do psychedelic work, I'm able to combine intuitive healing, the energetic side, the Reiki, but also clinical psychology tools. And so we're not just leaning on one side or the other. It's like, sweet, this traditional clinical modality is amazing, but we need to go a little bit deeper to how do we have this energetic patterning, this generational trauma, wounding that you inherited from your parents and your grandparents that you may not have been aware of.
Right. And I think that's, you know, we've had a few episodes now, and I'm very happy to say that we're doing quite well with these episodes. And one of the things that keeps coming up is that some of the stuff that we get into is rooted in your childhood.
100%.
And this is the reality for me. I said this last episode, actually. I'm not knocking anyone's parents. I'm not knocking my own parents. Nobody is born with a manual. Like a handbook on how to raise children does not exist. And if it does, it's an opinion, and everybody knows opinions are like a dime a dozen. So my whole thing is that I don't fault anybody's parents for how they act, because 90% of the time I can tell you that it's rooted in love and good intent. However, sometimes the implementation is not where it should be. And so I think that is really what we're talking about. So when you go back into those conversations with people, and I've had conversations like that myself, and it makes you upset thinking about your parents that way, and thinking that, you know, that because, you know, you grow up with this, my dad knows everything, my mom knows everything, they know the answers to everything, and then all of a sudden there's a shift when they get older, and now you're taking care of them, and they don't know everything, and they're making bad choices, and you're trying to help them through the navigation of their older years. And so it really is that piece of it that is the difficult side of it. But again, I truly believe that going to the root of it is not just taking a pill and going, hey, there you go, that's what you need. It's really getting to talk about the root of the problem. And I'm going to bring something up that actually happened literally 24 hours ago. I'm going through separation, divorce, and it is probably the most testing time I've ever gone through. And I've been through another divorce, but I have 2 children that we both love dearly. Because of communication skills and because of technology, I want to say, you send text messages back and forth, and you're reading these messages however emotion filled you are. It's like I said just today, I could send a text message saying I love you, and the other person could be in a fuck you place, and it'll be like, oh really, oh wow, really, like, and I say this with all due respect. There's a reason why there are hundreds of versions of Christianity in the world. It's because we all read the same book.
Yep.
And everybody took what they wanted out of that book. The same way when you send a text message, it can be received however it is perceived. Perception is reality. So I actually went out to dinner with my ex last night for the first time since we broke up. And I can tell you, having a conversation changed everything. And I think it's not about reconciliation. It's about what we're doing for the kids and stuff. But I do really want to point out that is the be all and end all of how things can be messed up. Is communication, is how we communicate to people. And I'm not sure where the point was, but that's literally what I'm going through. And I wanted to be real with our audience, because, you know, it's easy for us to sit here and be like, we know all the answers. I have no clue of the answers. Melissa knows all the. No, I'm joking. I bring people on here who are experienced in the trauma that people are going through, because they've gone through that and found the light at the end of the tunnel, and they want to give that knowledge to the people that are coming behind them. And I think that's why I love doing this podcast. Like, Roxanne and I, literally the other day, we were crying on the phone to each other. But you know what? That's what friends are for. Yeah. And like, legitimately, when mental health is so bad that, you know, you're just in this dark spot, you really do need to lean on the people around you that you can trust. And, you know, modalities or not, like, I just really want people to be able to reach out to Melissa or whoever I have on here. And this is what it's for. It's to give tools. It's not to give opinions or anything else. So if you have questions, if you have comments, if there's something you're going through, it doesn't even have to be what we're talking about. Put it in the stream, put it in the comments. We want to help you navigate this as much as we can, because sometimes we just don't have people in our lives that can do that for us, or give us non-discriminating opinions. I can talk, I promise. But that's the legitimacy of it all. But I will say this, reading your website, going through your entire website, what you've been through, being in the military alone is enough for me to go, dear Jesus, please save this person from mental health, because there's nobody that prepares. And you can probably do a whole 4-hour episode on that. But like, when you come back, there's no one there going, you good? You good? You sure? You want help? You want to go see someone? Like, there's nothing there.
No.
I know so many people. 4th of July is to celebrate Independence Day, and I have friends that leave the country because of the PTSD that the fireworks caused them.
Yes.
And so, again, there's nothing off the table here. But I love what you do, and all of the aspects of what you do. So, like, what is it that you see the most when people come to you? Because we often overlook the simple things, but what are the most common traits that you're like, the quick wins, I guess, that you could call them, when someone comes to you? Like, what are you seeing the most of that kind of shocks you in a way, maybe?
First, I wish I could say that anything shocks me anymore, but there really fucking isn't anything that shocks me anymore.
Fair.
If we're being real, but honestly, that's one of the reasons why I love working with people. I would say something that I think people need to remember, and we're going to go in a slightly different vein here, is
going off road, everyone.
Oh yeah, it's throwing it all in the fuck it bucket.
I love it.
Not the bucket. You throw it all in here.
Yeah. Trauma. But there's a difference here. There's big T and little t trauma.
Got it.
A lot of people, when they think trauma, they automatically associate it with big T trauma. Mm-hmm. So, using myself as an example, they would say, oh, she's a combat vet, PTSD. That's big T trauma. That is trauma. Because
That's fair. I would probably agree with that. 100%.
Totally,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
And they think like, oh, well, I haven't experienced anything like that, so I don't really have trauma. Slow your roll, motherfucker. Trauma, little t, can be very simple things. Very simple things, like a bad friendship breakup, which can trigger an abandonment wound. Okay?
Yes.
That is a type of trauma. Being in a hostile work environment, and that and people think, oh, hostile work environment, that's male, female, my race, no, it can be a hostile work environment that fucking Susie has a shitty ass attitude and she always treats me for shit for some reason that I don't understand. But I mean, this is like little t trauma. These are things that build up and create habits and patterns in our lives that we may not be aware of.
Yeah, 100%. And I actually had this conversation, and believe it or not, you're gonna laugh. It was with someone I was playing Call of Duty with on Xbox last night. I want to really call this out. Everyone has different types of trauma, but none of them, and I mean this with the whole heart in me, none of them are greater or lesser than the other one.
No,
because
Absolutely.
my trauma was being unemployed, not having any income, being on the verge of homelessness, having an income of 120 grand a year, and then all of a sudden losing that and not knowing what to do, and being unemployed for the first time ever in a long time and not knowing how to handle that situation. And then the other side of that is talking to someone who literally was homeless, had no income, all of that stuff. They were homeless. I wasn't homeless. Is mine better or worse than theirs? No. Because the trauma is the situation. It's not necessarily how bad the situation is. Now, that being said, there obviously is exceptions to the rules. So before anyone starts throwing in chat comments going, but what about if your friend was murdered in front of you? That's worse trauma than, yes, agreed. But what I'm saying is that every situation, you can't keep, like, I was chatting with this person last night, and it's like, yeah, I feel like my problems are nothing in comparison to what you've been through, buddy. And I'm just like, wrong, bud, wrong. Your problems are as important, if not more important, because they're your problems.
But see, there's you say a very important thing there.
Yes.
And I want to pause here and highlight that is your problems are the most important thing in your life, because that is your trauma, your experience. And so everybody's hardest day of their life is the hardest day of their life. And they only have the tools in their toolbox to navigate it, because that's only as far as they've been before.
Right. Exactly. And, really wanted to focus back on you, Melissa, because you're amazing. I went on your wesite, and it's, again, for those who have no eyes, it is www.themelissaleeparent.com. It is an amazing website, but on this website, it offers services such as intuitive coaching, plant medicine, Reiki, space clearing, transmuting, breath work. And these are all things that are amazing, but I have no clue what they are.
I have a question.
So breath work becomes automatic and unconscious. These customized sessions help you connect to yourself and navigate life's complexities. Transmuting is the process where we either, by the way, if this is wrong or if I'm saying it wrong, please say something. Transmuting is a process where we either release unwanted energy or transform it into something positive. Either way, it no longer weighs on you. That's what I want to do. Can we do that?
Absolutely.
And then space clearing, homes, cars, workspaces, and property can hold on to energy, thus impacting those in or around it.
Like hoarding things.
Yes,
like
just as we clean our environment from dust and clutter, energetic space clearing sweeps out the old, leaving lightness behind. I agree with that 100%. And then my favorite is Reiki. Is an energy healing technique that reduces stress, anxiety, and promotes relaxation. It aids in healing by helping people become energetically balanced physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And then obviously there's the plant medicine, which we were talking about, which probably is what we're the quote unquote narcotics that people would be, maybe not enthused correctly to go down that path. The reason why Reiki is my favorite is because it's all about mindset. It's very much a mindset thing. You can say that a lot of these things are all mindset. Transmuting is another one that's a huge thing for me. I love that. It's basically turning a negative into a positive.
Yes.
What I said on another the kindness podcast that I was on quite recently as a guest is the quote, Walt Whitman quote, which is, "Be curious, not judgmental." That's something that would be transmuting, in my opinion. Am I wrong?
Yes. No, you're not wrong. And yes, that's what we do.
I am wrong. Everyone.
No, you're not wrong. Yes, that's what we do.
But like, it's really difficult. And this is why I brought up, and we can go back to why I brought up my personal stuff. Because it's easy for us to go, fuck you. It's very easy. It's an easy thing to do. Our exes, and you know, we learn how to push buttons. We learn how to do things that affect each other. But there was a time where you both loved each other or had great feelings for each other. So what happened? Well, a lot happened. So instead of going straight for DEFCON 1, the higher road for me was actually being curious, not judgmental. Asking why. I could have not gone to dinner last night. She actually, to her credit, suggested it and has been asking for it for a long time. But I was in that fuck you mentality where I didn't trust it. I was saying things, but not 100% meaning them. So I was like, I really want to connect with you again. I really want to be a better co-parent with you. And I really wasn't following that up with real energy that showed that I was. And it was shown to me very recently by a friend who has been on the receiving end, on the female side of that end. And things that I thought were friendly could have been perceived as derogatory or aggressive, maybe. And so really owning that and actually taking that on was a big step for me, because I don't, as you know, we have history, obviously. Everyone has had a shitty relation, or a relation shit, as I like to call them. But like, nobody wants, really, anyone that's a real human being doesn't really want anything bad to happen to someone else that they've been with. It's just because they're brokenhearted and they can't believe that they've been hurt by that person, right? Me specifically, I have 2 kids with this amazing woman that gave me these kids, right? And I can tell you right now that I will always have that emotional connection to her because of my amazing children. So seeing her upset about the fact that I didn't own my side of the reason for the breakup really kind of hit it home for me. So I think that really transmuting is a very important part of, there's no one thing that you can do that will fix you, but transmuting and Reiki, I think, would be the first 2 steps for me, just because of the fact it's done so much for me.
Yes.
Like, being positive versus negative, even though it's so easy to be negative. Like, I would love to just say fuck off to everybody, but you can't do that. I also want my children to see how you're supposed to live life. And that's a difficult thing for me to own.
It's easier to fail than it is to pass. It's easier to give up.
Right.
It's harder to push forward. Giving up is very easy. It's easy to quit.
Totally.
Right. Like,
but to push on is hard.
Like, staying in bed for me is so much easier than getting up, and just you know, feeling sorry for myself and looking at the world as everyone's just trying to get me and nothing's going my way, etc., etc., etc. Changing that mindset and really looking at the people that are in my life that I can be grateful for. I have amazing friends. I have amazing family. I have people who, you know what, even my mother-in-law, my former mother-in-law, amazing woman, blessed to have her in my life. But the reason why I'm blessed, I've realized, is because you also have to give something back. You can't just be a complete asshole and expect everyone just to be like, I love you, come and hang out. No, it's not going to happen like that. So you get what you give. Whatever good energy you're putting into the world eventually will rebound and come back to you.
Yes.
And you just have to keep believing that.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult. When you're really, really down, it's really difficult. I had this conversation with this beautiful young lady over here who makes amazing music, by the way.
We just talked about this last night.
Like literally just talked about this because it's so easy to assume the worst.
Yes.
So easy.
I've gone through so much. I assume the worst on everybody and everything. I prepare myself for the worst, which I self-sabotage. I'm thinking that's what it is.
Yep.
I'm self-sabotaging.
Prepare for the worst and you won't be disappointed. That's the
I'm going to
mantra,
leave
right?
before you hurt me. And I think that's what, like, I've gone through so much in my life with just so many people. It's kind of like, it's easier to just say, you know what? Let me just leave before they hurt me. Let me just
Because
walk
it
away.
keeps you safe. It's predictable.
I'm
It
trying to
gives you a
protect
sense
myself.
of control.
But it's hard when you do that because it's almost like I'm doing it to everybody. And I might miss out on great people because I don't trust or I don't want that energy anymore. Like I've given it. When you give, that's all you have left. And you have nothing left to give.
But
Now you're
acknowledging
like,
that
okay.
is the biggest part to heal.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you
It took
know,
a lot.
you saying that in itself is a healing process because if you didn't say that, I would have said you have a lot to learn. There's a lot to go through. But you have now acknowledged that you are in a mindset that is pushing, potentially pushing the person that you really, really want in your life away.
Absolutely.
Because of your not to use the term incorrectly, but almost PTSD like
no, that's exactly what
because it's like you just don't want to be hurt again. I can't afford it. I can't be broken again. I can't keep getting treated like this.
So
it's crazy.
to use the uncomfortable language that a lot of people avoid, that is a trauma response.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That is subliminal unconscious programming that we have adopted over the years, that it might have started small, but through time has become an entire thing.
Yes. And now it's become an entire thing on my life. Like it's like I will meet somebody today and in 2 days, if you do something very weird, I don't want to talk to you. And it might just be because you're just a strange individual. I'm strange. Like I love not normal people. There's nothing normal about me. The term normal. I like being weird.
There is no such thing as normal.
My dynamic of my life.
There is no
like
normal.
No. So it's like, but I noticed that I'll meet people and like maybe it's like little subtle movements or little subtle things that they might do or say. And I'm like, yeah, let me get out because I see where this is going. I'm pre-planning the hurt.
Yep.
Yeah,
before it even happens.
My friend, very same thing. Very, 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 very same thing. Just the same as you. She's just looking for that one thing. I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew you were an asshole. I knew this wasn't going to work. All of that, all of the predictability side of it is just so heavy. And so like I honestly, the only thing that really can be done in that situation is transmuting, in my opinion. Melissa's going to probably speak to this right after I say that and piss all over everything I say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Transmuting and Reiki for me would probably be what I would do straight away, just because I've heard about, but there are healing methods that you could try. Like we were talking about journaling the last episode that you were on, Roxanne, and like, that's a huge thing. The thing is whatever really you resonate with. It's whatever you resonate with. If Melissa resonates with you today, you need to go and talk to Melissa because God damn it, she's got some great ideas.
Yes, like
but
Melissa
it doesn't mean
that
it does not mean that she is necessarily right for everybody.
No. Nope.
And so like the Reiki and all of this stuff that I read out, like they're great tools. We're basically highlighting tools. We've gone into the hardware store and we're like, okay, mental health section. This is a bunch of tools. How can we build a house? You can do it so many different ways. Here are all the tools that we can build a house with. And you're using the tool that can build you back up again. And so,
But
like,
what are the tools when you're the tool? Like, how do you? And this is, I guess, Melissa.
that's a question. I just want to
Yes.
say that is a fucking question right there. Go ahead.
Yes. Like, how do you become not a tool for other people? Okay, so I'm a person I'm a giver. I'm an absorber. I dream dreams that happen in reality. Like, I am very observant to where everything that I know or I perceive that's happening, it's actually happening. And I don't know if I'm putting this in motion or if it's just happening and I'm just here to learn it before it hits me too hard. Like, I go through so many things and I've always been a tool for people to be there for them. But when I need
Nobody's
somebody,
there.
it's crickets.
It's like
Because
when
no
you're
one knows
moving.
how
You
to
know when you're
handle a
moving,
person who has this many problems.
right? You know when you're moving, you're like, hey, who's moving? Yeah, I'll help. No problem. I'll break my back for my best friend. Cool. I love you
Yeah.
guys. Great. Hey, I'm moving next week. Can you help? Crickets. What?
Yep,
It's the same kind of idea.
absolutely.
Here's what I'm going to say to you. Don't be disheartened by the fact that you're a caring individual. Don't be disheartened by the fact that you want to give back. Not everyone has the tools or the mental capacity to give back like you do. Now, what you also do is you things weigh heavily on you because you're also caring about the result or the impact of your actions on someone else. So
Yeah.
it's like you don't want to be that fuck you person, which in actuality is what you want, what you need to be in this scenario, because you need to start worrying about yourself and not other people. And unfortunately, our people like us, we care too much. So
Yes.
I don't want somebody to be hurt, even though they hurt me. I don't want them to hurt. I want to lead with my best foot forward. I want to be that person that is like, hey, you know what? There's goodness in you. I can feel there's goodness in you. You're just going through a shitty time. I'm going to show you that no matter what, I'm going to keep giving you that goodness. And then
But we can't always do that because we're starting to do that with the wrong people. We're seeing the good in people who don't. It's like we try to see the good, the greatness in everybody. We try to see me. I'm a fixer. I fix everybody because I've never fixed myself. Yes, yes.
Trauma
yes.
response.
I don't know how to
Lack
get past
of
it.
boundaries.
Melissa, fucking help me.
That's
People
a trauma.
pleaser.
I should have a button. I should have a button right here
horrible.
that goes trauma response.
We need a trauma button.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Melissa,
No,
can
I
you talk
totally
to some
agree.
of that? Because we're not professionals. We're just crazy.
We're here.
Tell me, like, what would you say about the things that we're talking about right now? Like, what's your side of the like as a therapist? I hate calling you that because you just told them all that they're fucking assholes. But you know what I'm saying. As somebody that helps people, I guess, as a Samaritan, as a good Samaritan, how would you handle these situations?
It is okay to tell people to fuck right off.
Music to my
Is there an
ears.
applause button? I know I have one. I just need to.
I'm like number one. Like number one.
Snaps.
Melissa's talking to you right
like
now.
you can tell people to fuck right off, and that is okay. Not everybody is worth your attention, your energy, your effort. And that's nothing against them. It's that you value yourself more because you are number one in your book. And that is being self-full, not selfish.
Right.
Boundaries are not walls. Boundaries teach people how do you best show up for them and how can they best show up for you. Boundaries protect both of you. A common trauma response is people pleasing. It's the belief of like, oh, maybe if I give a little bit more, they'll want me. Maybe if I do this, they'll love me. What if I do this? What if I do that? Maybe I should do this. Ooh, I ask for too much. Let me be smaller.
Yeah.
Trauma response, people pleasing. That
cuts deep for me. I know that for sure. And honestly, it's because I don't think I need approval. I don't need love necessarily. I think I'm trying really hard to be the person that takes the higher ground, and
Fuck that.
sometimes it's like I want more than anything.
I'm with Melissa. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Sometimes
and you know what's
the
hilarious for
higher
me
ground-
is I have a mantra that I say: control your controllables. Right? You can't control anything that anyone else does, but you can control how you act and how you
But
live your
I
life.
feel like I can. I feel like I can fix you. I can change you.
Nope. No,
I
because
see the good in you, and
but it's not
I know it's
your
wrong.
it's not your
It's
job
not
to
my.
fix them.
It's not my job. It's not my job. For some reason, I've always noticed, and now I know while Melissa's on the line, I know it's more so with me than with everybody else. Damaged people are attracted to me. Like everybody that comes to me are.
Hold on. Let me challenge
Ooh,
that.
pause
Hold
button.
on.
Pause
Hold
button.
on.
Where do we hit
Hold
that pause
on.
button? How do we do that?
Hold on. Is it that damaged people are attracted to you, or do you lack boundaries and you allow these people in without question?
Both.
Mm.
Absolutely. No, I know it. I take full accountability. I know it. I don't seek damaged people. It's just like they come because, and I've always said this to myself, I am damaged as a person. And
We
if
all
I
are.
can fix myself, then I can fix you. And that's not my job.
No.
Yeah,
Like
but
you
hey,
said, that's
everyone's
not my
damaged as a
job.
person.
We all are.
I mean, if you've lived through COVID, you're damaged as a person. I don't give a shit who you are, because you
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
COVID woke everyone up to the reality that the person that you live with, you don't even fucking like them. What
Yep.
happened? Now you're around them all the fucking time, and you'd rather cut your eyeballs out than look at them, let alone fucking talk to them. And,
Yeah.
and honestly, that's why it's because we lose the connection. We're suffocated with technology.
Yes.
We're suffocated with an iPhone or a tablet or a TV,
Absolutely.
or we've lost the art of communication
Yes.
and connection.
Yes.
I cannot fucking say this enough. Fuck swiping left and right, because god damn it, why can't we go to a bar and meet someone that way? Like, it used to be so simple, and when I say simple, I mean it was your own self-worth that was stopping you from going up talking to a girl. Now,
How many followers do you have?
Yeah, now it's like, how many followers do you have? Oh, now you're like God. Oh, I definitely
Yeah,
have.
what do you do? Oh, you have a 9 to 5? Oh, you don't want. You're not what I want.
You get nothing out of it. You get absolutely nothing out of it.
Absolutely.
And the reality is that the value of connection is so huge. Human connection is what the basis of humanity has been built on for hundreds and thousands of years. If you don't communicate, it's lost.
Well,
Like,
people aren't designed to be solitary. That is why in prison, it is considered a form of punishment, solitary confinement. We are social creatures. We
We're not
need
built to be
community.
alone.
Yes. Yes. Now there are people introverted, extroverted. There, yes, there all that. But people are meant to have connection. People are meant to have community. But we don't have that anymore. With the advent of modern society, convenience, all of this, we have become more and more separated. It wasn't so long ago in history that communities, towns were getting together for barn raising. Women were getting together to can. So men were getting together to harvest the fields or fix somebody's truck. We no longer have the interpersonal relationships.
No,
right. Just don't.
Absolutely correct. I definitely agree with that.
And here's the thing with personal relationships. We lost the ability to communicate. Social interaction.
Yes.
Like, I talk to people about this all. It's as simple as going for a job interview. I've interviewed people and they come in wearing pajamas. I'm like, who the fuck are you? First of all, dress to impress. I was always raised,
ridiculous.
hey, like, my mom always raised me to like wear a shirt and tie, like you're going to Sunday church or whatever, and present yourself the best way possible. Now we have people that go to interviews that don't even do that. On top of that, the social interactions that you have with people now are abysmal at best.
Superficial.
It's like so fake.
So
oh, you like that? Oh my gosh, I like that too. Can we be friends? No.
Oh my God.
We can't.
It's
fucking
horrible.
no.
Nobody knows anything
Everybody
about
loves Taylor
anybody
Swift. It's not a
anymore.
basis to be a friend. Just so we're on
No.
the same page.
Just because I like Thai food and you like curry chicken does not mean that we're supposed to be best friends. Okay?
Exactly.
No. People do not communicate. It's almost like, it's like, you remember, and I don't even remember this, but for some reason it's like sparking my brain. The phone game that people used to play like way back then. You start to say something and then it just keeps going and going and going.
Oh,
and now by the time
game
I
of
get to
telephone.
the next person, it's just
yes.
fucked up. Yes.
That's
Nobody
exactly what
knows
happens
anything
now.
about people.
No.
It's like we're just looking at social media, we're looking at posts, we're looking at stories, and we're like, okay, well, I know she likes this. I could be posting bullshit all day long. You don't know who I am.
100%.
And you don't want to get to know me. You just want to see me and then see what happens with that. And
a
I
lot
think
of our
that's
social
so weird.
interactions are competitive now.
Yes.
It's horrible.
It's why people go out and they go for the status symbols that we see all
Absolutely.
on the road or on clothes or t-shirts or jewelry or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring this back onto the road after going off road for a little bit, and I want to get back to, because we're stretching in past the 45 minutes. I really want to allow people, number one, if you're watching, please, if you've got questions about your own trauma, please put in the comments. This is why Melissa's here. If there's an opinion or something that we can help you with, or look, I'm not qualified to give anything, but I will tell you that I can steer you in the right direction. She's right here. She's amazing. But I want to give something back for the people who watch this later. What are the biggest quick win tools that you would advise people to be aware of or use going for, like, as a first step? Not necessarily, and this is a loaded question because it
I have a couple. No, this is good. This is juicy.
Yeah,
I have a couple.
All right. I did something good, Roxanne. Did you hear that? I did something
good. Give yourself a gold star.
Yeah, gold star.
Hey, you deserve a cookie, sir.
Oh yeah.
I have a couple that I'm gonna riff on. Yes.
Love it.
All right, we'll stop that now.
So first, I'm going to say that mindset, yes, it's everything. Positivity is very important, but there's also toxic positivity. So it is 100% okay to say that life right now sucks hairy monkey balls. It is okay to say that. Okay?
So nice.
I'm dead.
Life can suck, but you can also acknowledge that there is a silver lining. It is a situation where two things can be true at the same time. So toxic positivity does the like, oh, at least it's not this, or oh, it could be worse. Yeah, motherfucker, but that doesn't discount right now that things suck. And so, yes, you can acknowledge that something in this moment sucks, but where is the growth that can come from this? What is the opportunity? And so it's not the toxic positivity, it's not the bypassing, that yes, you can acknowledge something is not amazing, but also where is the silver lining? So two things can be true.
Sorry.
No, go first, sis.
Well, so okay. I love that you said that. So so if I say, today life fucking sucks, this shit's horrible, but at least it's not as bad as something. So that's toxic positivity. Rather than me saying life is sucking right now, but let me go do this to make something better. Is that better than?
It's a healthier shift. And I'm not saying never do the at least, but if you're continually relying on that at least, that is the toxic positivity.
Okay.
So then to follow with that, I tell people, feel your feels. Don't get lost in them.
Yes.
I'm so lost in my shit, Melissa.
Like you gotta feel them, like feel your shit. You know, you need to process them. You know, be angry, be sad, be disappointed. That's okay. Don't get lost in it. My
mom said something to me. My mom said something to me. She's suffering from Alzheimer's right now. So the nuggets that seem to be relevant are few and far between. But when I remember them, they're very poignant. And the one that I used last night with Roxanne, actually, when we were chatting, is She always said the strongest person in the room is not the one who is standing there emotionless, but it's the person who has the strength to be able to show their emotions and cry.
Yes.
And that is something that resonates with me quite a bit. And it's something I struggle with a lot, is like, I want to be strong. I want to be strong. I can't cry. I can't cry. And I think it's just remembering that it's okay to have emotions.
Yes.
It's okay to have weakness. Who are you being strong for? Who are you being strong for? That's the question I always ask. Who are you strong for right now?
Well,
I gotta be strong for my kids. Oh, I gotta. Okay, but you're just pushing all that emotion down. It's not real.
I'm trying to be strong for myself, but also everybody else that I care about. It's like a train wreck. I'm trying to be strong for myself, but being strong for myself means to care about everybody else. And that's the thing that I have to think that my problem. I care about everybody else before myself. So once it gets time to care for me, it's just horrible.
That's completely backwards.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's what I do as well. I
Absolutely.
care about everything else before myself, and I've done that for a long time.
Yeah.
What do
But
they
then
tell
there was
you
a
when
time
you
where
cry?
I didn't care about myself.
Yeah.
I didn't care about anybody. I wasn't even caring about myself. My depression was so bad. My now ex-wife was fighting to save our marriage, and I didn't even have the skills to be social with her because of my depression. And I never owned it, and I never did anything about it until it was too late. But the reality of the situation is you have to give yourself the attention you deserve.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to read something off your website, Melissa, because it's a fucking cool word as well. It took me about half an hour to figure out how to say it, but then I saw that you spelled out the pronunciation of it, and I felt like an idiot. But Moksha, the ultimate liberation and freedom. Explain that and tell me how you achieve Moksha.
So moksha is Sanskrit. It's rooted in the Hindu beliefs. Moksha comes from liberating yourself from mindset, beliefs, habits, patterns that limit you. Now, moksha can come in many forms and mean different things to different people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Quite frequently, and by quite frequently, I mean all the time, we are programmed. We are raised to have certain beliefs.
Right.
We are raised by perceived limitations or abilities. We go through different relationships, whether they be friendships, romantic relationships, jobs, where they start weighing on us.
Yeah.
And we live according to whatever that construct is.
Yeah.
And liberation is being able to authentically show up as yourself, to have awareness. It's not to fully throw things in the fuck up bucket and run amok as if there are no repercussions. I wish it worked that way. I wish I was Dobby the free elf just running around, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. But it is living free of the limitation where I'm constantly worried about what are they going to think about me?
Yeah, 100%.
How I can't speak up. I can't express myself. I can't do this. What about this? And so moksha is shedding these patterns. It's shedding the trauma. It's not allowing shit that isn't yours be yours.
Right.
And it's transcending, very official language here, the icky sticky.
Okay.
That you can never see your way out of.
Yeah, 100%. So, yes, for those who are extremely observant, Roxanne obviously lost connection. I'm sure she'll be back. If not, it's probably her phone died or something. But regardless, we're going to continue on. I want to ask you one more thing.
Yeah.
Where on God's green earth can anyone that's watching this podcast or show or whatever you want to call it reach out to this amazing human that's sitting with me right now and actually get more of this amazing positivity and energy that you're giving us for the show?
Instagram, the Melissa Lee Parent.
Okay.
Facebook, Melissa Parent. And then also my website. www.
scrolling
Yep,
on
the
the bottom.
scrolling for the people who don't have eyes, though. It's themelissaleeparent.com. And then my email, because we don't have enough places yet, melissa@themelissaleeparent.com.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Melissa, you're amazing. You're I don't know many people who have been through what you've been through and would still have the tenacity and the positivity and the gumption that you have shown us today. But also, you're so down to earth, and I'd hang out with you no problem. Like, you're awesome. You're great fun. But the other side of that too is if anyone, if anybody resonates with Melissa, then she's your person. Go reach out. Send an email. Get on the website. Look at what she offers. It can't hurt. If you are afraid to, or if you want an introduction, my email is now back on the top of the screen, unscriptedproductionstudio@gmail.com. If you don't have email, I've covered all my bases here. 503-862-9972. Text me. It's okay. I answer. And I don't bite. I promise. Contrary to the belief that I am an asshole. I don't bite. But I do, however, have this lovely show that has been quite successful in the first 5 episodes on every Tuesday at 6 p.m. streaming on YouTube and Facebook and soon to be Twitch. And I encourage you to keep tuning in and keep finding nuggets of information. And if there is anything that resonates with you, please reach out to us. Melissa's given up her time free of charge, I might say, for now until the end of the show, and then she's going to say that was a $500 but like, legitimately, these people that come on the show are actually wanting to give back. While yes, there is a charge for their services when you call them, it isn't everything. Shit, McDonald's is fucking $20 now. I can't even go and have a crappy meal anymore without paying up the ass. You're worth a little bit more than what you're getting from the regular avenues of healthcare and mental health care that you're going down. So please, 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 please utilize these avenues if they resonate with you. If they don't, we have more and more guests every week, and I'm sure we'll find something. I'm sure we'll find somebody that does resonate. I saw 8 therapists before I found someone that I liked. So this is not, don't give up. The hardest part is making the first step. Once you've made that first step, it's just keeping going forward. It's what I say, control your controllables, and then also don't look at the mountain. For God's sake, just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Before you know, you'll be at the top of the mountain and you'll be like, fuck you guys, I'm here. Ha ha!
Yes.
And with that bombshell, thank you so much for tuning in to another Head Noise. We are here, as I said, every week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. The shows are viewable afterwards on YouTube and forevermore. And should you want to download them, Melissa, and share all the wonderful knowledge that you spoke about today, you can do. These are tools. They're not copyright or anything like that. Because how could I copyright Spider-Man pictures and lights and stuff that are behind me? But thank you again for tuning in, everybody. Melissa, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Hang out after I end the stream, and I'll tell you how to get everything else that you need. Other than that, please, guys, go with grace, and I'll see you again next time. And yes, Roxanne is alive and well. She texted me. Her phone died or something happened. Technology. This is why we call it unscripted. So don't worry. She's still fine. And she'll be back again next week. And so will I. So see you then.